It is time to go racing for real. The championship of the Chevrolet Cup at Seafair. It is the Unlimited Final, and it is now time to go racing. Our headlines: the defending champ is Dave Villwock. Can he do it again today? Does the Elam Plus have enough? The national points leader is Steve David. He has not lost much ground to the defending champ Villwock at all. Let's see what Steve David can do here in the final. And finally, can Piston Power really come up and make a move? Jimmy King won a heat. Can he win it all? It is the championship, the Chevrolet Cup at Seafair.
The Chevrolet Cup Championship race is brought to you by Beacon Plumbing. Stop freaking, call Beacon at 1-800-FREAKIN. And is presented for Seafair by Chevrolet, an American Revolution.
Here are the boats. Somebody here is going to win a championship. The Elstrom Elan Plus, the Oh Boy Alberto, Haas Mortgage Investors, Grandview on the Lake, the piston-powered boat, Formula Boats, that's the former Budweiser team, formulaboats.com, U.S. Northwest Express, and the trailer will be the Graham Trucking boat. They'll have to start behind the front line of racers. There is the course. The conditions right now, with 5 minutes to go before the race, temperature hanging between 89 and 90 degrees. The breeze has picked up again, back up to 6, but gusting to above that. A little chop on the water, and we'll see only more of that as the big boys get out there and get those rollers moving in this championship heat. KJR Radio race fans, welcome. KIROTV.com around the world, welcome to all of you. It's time to race for the trophy of the Chevrolet Cup, the championship here at Seafair. And here we go. These are the men in the boats who will do it. On the inside, the U16 team led by Dave Villwock, a couple of firsts and a third today. They are the team to beat, Chip.
You'd have to be a fool to bet against this team with this driver when he's got the inside guaranteed going into the final. But this is the Chevrolet Cup, and we've seen strange things happen. But right now, you have to look at Dave Villwock and the Elam as the odds-on favorite.
Guard Swanson in the pits there. There's nobody more prepared for any race than Dave Villwock, Guard.
Steve, Dave Villwock says he wants a great start. He wants to get to that first buoy, make a big turn, and have everybody in his rear-view mirror. That is the strategy. It is super simple, but it works for this club.
He has proven he can run out of the inside or in the second lane, where we find his toughest competition today. A couple of seconds and a first throughout Seafair. That's Steve David. In the sausage boat, Oh Boy Alberto. Michael?
And Steve David ran down a boat on the inside from lane 2 to do that. J.W. Myers, that was a good race, but it wasn't Dave Villwock. And now the question is, can he do it again?
Jenny, this is a family operation. The Alberto family watching from their home, watching from the pits. They really would love to win this race.
Well, their boy is calm. They say they've got the engine in it to win it, and they are ready to race.
How about J.W. Myers? And the mortgage boat, the Haas mortgage boat, changing drivers in midstream, Chip, and here having a chance to win at Seafair.
We just saw a very emotional finish to the lights race. If J.W. Myers could somehow pull this off, and it could happen, we would have every bit as much emotion in this pit. This team had a driver that they thought was going to be dead just literally weeks ago. If he could pull this off, it'd be amazing.
I think another great story here, Mike, is if one of these noisemakers, one of these piston-powered boats, the only one in the field of Unlimiteds, could sneak up here somehow and Jimmy King win this thing.
This is an extremely fast boat when it's running right. They already demonstrated that today. The 4-lane is not a bad place for Jimmy King to be starting, but he's going to have a heck of a start and carry boat speed through that lower corner and down the back chute if he's got any chance of winning.
One of our storylines this morning when we met at about 6:30 was Jeff Bernard in the Formula.com boat. Could he be one of those guys laying in the weeds and sneak up, Jim?
Not from lane 5. He can't turn left until he gets to South Center, I'm afraid, out there in lane 5. So he certainly has the skill. I think he might have the boat, but from lane 5, it'd take a miracle.
And finally, the Northwest Express, Kip Brown. And Mike, Kip Brown, he also has a lot of talent, this young driver.
He certainly does, and he's been getting better and better every time he takes the race boat out. He has the same kind of problem, though, that Jeff Bernard has. He's out in lane 6, and to catch him, he's going to have a tough time. He's going to have to rely on some attrition.
And finally, the trailer, Really not much chance for J. Michael Kelly, although it has happened. But again, just to be in the race with the big boys, Chip, has got to be fun for him.
It is, but he's going to get beat to heck because when you're 5 seconds behind all those wakes, you are really getting beat up. And it's been a tough week for J. Michael. I think he'll be glad when it's over.
They don't call him a trailer for nothing. He is back there behind all the rest. So that is the lineup. And we're waiting for Jimmy King to get up, get that motor going, but he can't do it. And he's now climbed out of the cockpit. And he is not going to race today.
That's a lights boat, actually.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
That's a lights boat that was left over. They wanted to get the unlimited heat out on time, so they go ahead and let him sit out there.
I got you.
Jimmy King is in the